Welcome to another Value Vintage League here. Today we're trying out Leonardo da Vinci combo. Again, Value Vintage is the same rules as Vintage, but you have to be $30 or less on Moxfield. And as you can see here, our deck is 2864, so we are squeezing in just under the threshold there. But I think we're going to look at the deck Magic Online. That's a bit easier. The main card today that we're building around is Leonardo da Vinci. And this does two things. We're going to focus on the second one here, though. That's 2 blue, tap it, draw a card, discard a card. An artifact comes into play by discarding it. You create a 0/2 Thopter artifact that is a creature with flying of that token. So, the ideal plan here is we combine that with Parhelion II. So you activate Leonardo da Vinci, you discard Parhelion II, and you've gotten this card, except that instead of being a 5/5 vehicle, it's a 0/2 creature, which means that it can just attack every turn and make 2/2/2, White Angels tokens that are flying and attacking with vigilance every turn. It doesn't have to be crude because Leonardo da Vinci turns the Parhelion II into a creature. So it no longer is a vehicle, so it doesn't need to be crude. So you can just attack with your 0/2 flying Parhelion II every turn. So if you've got a vehicle that has some sort of an ability like this, or an ETB, Leonardo da Vinci is great with them because it turns them into creatures that don't have to be crude and everything, which is very nice. Similarly, with Esika's Chariot, if you do the same thing, Leonardo da Vinci in the play, you get the 2/2/2 cats, and you can attack with the Chariot every turn without crewing it and make another token. That's all very cool. We also have Precursor Golem. You can do a similar thing. You just get a 0/2 flyer and 2/3/3s? But the idea is, or what I was going for with the Precursor Golem is, we're not always going to have Leonardo da Vinci, and I want to be able to have like a mid-range, kind of a game plan that we can win with if we don't have Leonardo da Vinci, or our da Vinci gets, countered or, killed or whatever, This is value vintage, the streets are scary out there. Your da Vinci is not always going to live, right? So the idea is, if you don't get the da Vinci plan going, you can just use your mana dorks here, like Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, and Alluring. Those, of course, can power out a turn 2 Da Vinci, but they can also just make a turn 2 Ursine Monstrosity, which is a very aggressive creature that can win the game. We can get a turn 2 Kiora or later, which is good filtering. This one can help us find Da Vinci or find the other cards that we need. Also making a big 8/8 blue octopus, which is very good. So in total, it can 3 mana for 11 power here and filtering. It's not bad. We've got some other filtering here with Malcolm, which is quite good. This can even just cast. In theory, this can cast Parhelion too once it gets the 4 counters on there. We've got 4 ponders. So really what we want to do, our deck is at its best. Obviously, we got Da Vinci in play, so we're playing 4 ponders here to try and find our Da Vinci early and quickly. And if you already have a Da Vinci, you can use it to find, Parhelion II, or another, artifact to put in with Da Vinci. Or we can use it just to find removal, right? Or a counterspell. Like, let's say we got Da Vinci, but we have to try and not die to something. We can just ponder for mana leaks here. We can also ponder if we're unable to scream. I think this is one of the better, if not the best, blue removal spells out there. It's just an enchantment, and it turns a creature into a 0/2, which is pretty good. I think that covers all of the main deck here. So it's a combination of trying to do broken Leonardo da Vinci things with the artifacts here. And then also the plan B is just to have like a solid mid-rangey kind of removal tempo kind of deck. Mana base is pretty simple. It's the green and blue lands and some green-blue basics. There are better cards to play with Leonardo da Vinci. I think like Parhelion II is excellent, obviously. But there are other ones that are good, but a lot of them cost like a good amount of money. If you got other ideas for something to replace Precursor Golem with, though, let me know. Like, I know this card is not ideal, but like we can play it on turn 3 or 4 pretty easily, and it is 9 power, so like I think it's suitable for like that mid-rangey plan. But there must be something better out there. So we got another idea for a card that's pretty cheap that we could play with Leonardo da Vinci. Let me know down below. Also, like and subscribe. All that's really appreciated. Throw a comment down below at some point in the video. Either just what you're thinking, suggestion, a question. All of that's helpful for the algorithm and whatnot. But yeah, sideboard. I like Rune Snag. It's kind of a pet card. You could play Lose Focus, I think it's called, the Modern Horizons one, but I played this back in when it was legal, I think, standard. It's a kind of a pet card of mine. It's not bad, so I'm playing Rune Snag. We got the 4th Unable to Scream, and then 3 Utter Insignificance in the sideboard. Just more removal in blue. The we don't have a sweeper. I think that's kind of an issue. Like we're not playing Energy Flux for the artifact decks, and we're not playing like, I don't think a green-blue sweeper like exists. Like there's no pyroclasm kind of effect in these colors, which is kind of an issue. So I'm a little worried about like go wide decks, and I am worried about like affinity, like that kind of a deck. So like we just don't have good tools for that. We don't have a good tools for like goblins or anything that goes wide really. I think could be an issue, but we'll see. 3 Grafdiggers, cages for like graveyard decks and oath, that kind of thing. And then 4 Damping Sphere for the combo decks. These probably could be Voidmirs. I think there's a good... I feel like, against like the Cascade decks are obviously some of the better things to be playing in the format. So maybe that's better than Damping Sphere. Like I haven't seen much like High Tide or like those kind of decks. It's very hard to sideboard and create sideboards for this format, I've found. I think that's like my biggest issue. It's just there's so many things you have to be like ready for and prepared for. Like it's very hard to make like a targeted sideboard. Like the counter spells and the generic removal are quite nice because against a lot of decks they can be good, but like in the Gravedigger's Cage are fine, but like I feel like for like trying to combat the combo decks, especially the Cascade ones, like I don't know what the best cards are. Maybe it's just like, I don't know, Void Mirrors. Void Mirrors might just be better. Vexing Bauble is restricted and expensive, but I think Void Mirror is pretty cheap. Anyway, see you in round 1. Alright, here we go. I think we can keep that. Lanes. Ah, new deck. I haven't seen this before. Mana denial kind of thing. I actually don't know what's going on here. I don't know the meta enough. I'm just gonna hold up the mana leak, I guess. I really don't know what's happening. Okay. This is Crashing Footfalls. Mana leak that one. Um, Is that good enough? Maybe it is. I think it is. But then we do this. I kind of like the Kiora too, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's okay, actually. We'll just F6 here. Oh, it's a balance deck. We're gonna get blown out here then. That seems pretty good. We have a lot of border posts. I thought I had another land. Why did I think I had 2 lands? Did I play one of them? Maybe I was dumb and played one of them. I guess I played one of them. Yep. Oh, that's gonna get... we should have drawn a card. I should not have F6'd. Ooh. Alright, well, if we draw a blue land, we can play stuff, but they got 5 guards in hand, so I don't love our chances. Well, that does let us play things. Discard 1. Discard 2. They can just keep wrathing our board, I think. Yeah, got another Cascader. Oh boy. It seems like a difficult matchup, to say the least. We've been balanced 3 times and hit by crashing footballs, and we're still alive. So that's something, but I feel like our luck's probably running out here. Oko. Yeah, our luck has run out. I don't think it's possible to win through Oko. We'll go to the next game. Even if we draw a land, they're just gonna elk it. This doesn't stop the Cascaders. That kind of does. Snags. Taking out the unable to screams. Mystic. Cut a Precursor Golem. 2. It's going to be hard to assemble some of these combos. You got to kind of just tempo them out, I think. We want to try and dig for a counter spell here, I think. Maybe I should have kept the bear. Did not find a counter spell. That's bad for us. They can cascade next turn. Yeah, would have liked to have a counter spell here, but we'll see what they got for us. All right, what does it hit? Oh, it's not the draw one. Thought that was the draw one. They can do it again next turn, which is concerning. Could use a counter spell. We did board a bunch in. We're a dampening sphere. The enemy sphere's not even that good at this point. They got mana. Okay. If we play another Chariot, we'd have 10 power on board. I think we just hold it, unfortunately. Doesn't actually make the clock quicker. White. Cascade. Okay. What do they got? Is it Rhinos or is it Restore Balance? Swords to Plowshares. Sure. Why is swords in there? That seems like a mistake. Counter spell. Counter spell. Specifically Mana Leak at this point. Ooh. You can find those lands. Yeah. We got to survive a turn here, so that's asking a lot. We'll see what they do. We got that one. Go to game 3. Try that. I think we keep it on the strength of Damping Sphere and see if that works out for us. Warrior Post. Yep. I want to try and find some counter spells here. But the bear is a faster clock. Maybe go bear first. Ooh, no, Da Vinci. Oka would be bad here. They do have rhinos coming. Actually, this only hits them for 1. This isn't actually very good against that deck. I thought this did something different slightly. That one, that one. Done. 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 I think we have to go for a clock here. That'll get us card 7. Yes. Ooh, that's good. We might actually get over the finish line with that. If we get the rhinos, we can't stop that, right? Red, green. Ancient grudge. Yeah. Okay, a little swing. Yeah, that's a problem. Green. Border post. Yep. We just have to attack here. They can trade, obviously. No. I think we just keep our mana up. And if we're going to sack, we can. White, red, balance. Let's try this. Rune Snag. See if they want to pay for it. Mana leak. Blue. And we got there. Alright, that one was close. That's a very cool deck. All the restored balances and the cascaders. Yeah, it was a fun one. Okay, here we go. Alright, they got pretty good start here. If they combo off on us, we're in trouble for sure. That is a lot of creatures. I think Mana Leak's a little late. Got to get pressure down. I think that means we're dead. Don't think we can beat that. Unless we draw a removal spell next turn. Ooh, that's bad for us too. That's helpful. No, it's not, because they can bounce it. If they remember that they can bounce, this doesn't matter. I think we just leave it up. I think I realized they should have just bounced it beforehand. I think I want the removal. I think we bring in the removal. We board out some of the top end. You're just never getting through. Let's try that. Alright, we're gonna keep this. This is dubious, but if we draw some lands, we get to do our thing. I like the doing our thing. Pretty good start. Aggro start. I think we do start with the Ponder to get a land. And then we do turn 2 Soul Ring. Yeah, that's fine. We'll have turn 2 Leo. We'll see if that's good enough. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a combo wombo. We just go for it. I mean, it's all we can do. We just try and get the Parhelion down afterwards. So we're in trouble. See what they got for us. They have infinite mana, and they have a Chancellor of the Tangle they can play. We do know that much. So we're going to draw a card from this, and then they've got Chancellor of the Tangle they can play. This guy. Yeah. Big boy. And what's their last card? And let's see what they do from here. We can put in either the Precursor Golem or the Parhelion. I'd preferably the Parhelion, obviously, but we might have to put in the Precursor, depending on what they got. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's a problem. That's bad for us too. All right, I think we're dead. We fought the good fight. Um, just that one. We'll put a Parhelion in. Swing in the air. It's got reach. We can flash this in if they block. Um, I think we pass. That's a problem, potentially. We do need to find removal. The Archdruid is very scary. Oh boy. Oh, we're super dead. Interesting. Yep. That's very cool. That's gonna demolish us. I think we're dead. We're just gonna... They get vigilance too? Jump. 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 It's not great. And that still has reach. Alright, game 3. Oh boy. I think our plan's fine. Try again. No green mana. It's a mull. Ooh, so close. But no mana, we gotta mull that again. Okay. I mean, we keep it and hope to get lucky, I guess. 1, 2, 3. You just have to try and hope to draw a blue mana. Pretty rough on the Multiple no-landers there. Pretty good. Better than our start. Alright. Might as well attack. Actually, probably should not have attacked because we need that, but they don't know that. Alright, they got us. It's okay. Good games. Okay, here we go. We're on the play. Is this good enough? So, we got turn 1 Llanowar Elves. We can definitely play Malcolm on turn 2. We draw a mana source. We can also play the other Llanowar Elf. I think it's good enough. It's iffy, but I think it's good enough. Obviously, it gets a lot better if we manage to champ a land here on our first draw step. But no guarantee that happens. We did not. Actually, do we want the, maybe we just want the Llanowar Elf. Yeah, maybe we just want the elf, to be honest. I feel like we're falling behind. Blue. Yeah. I think we do ponder for a land. Kiora. No, no, no. Jeez. Yes, use Ponder's ability. This is not going great. Yeah, Cloud Post. We just gave them too much time at this point. Don't see us possibly winning this one. But they're going to have that Dead of Winter sleeper. Okay. Well, we might as well go for a face here. Presents a reasonable clock. I think that's our best chance. they've got a sweeper, they're probably going to use it there. That removes all of them. Because the Precursor Golem, that's has the that text on it. Channel. Seems bad. Oath. I assume this kills us. I think we can go to game 2 here. Try that again. Take the Grafdigger's cages. Take out some other big creatures we can still get with this. I think that's okay. Let's try that. It's another one where I think we keep it, but I don't love it. Maybe I should be mulliganing more aggressively. That's not good enough. Alright, we're in trouble here. We can pretend we got a counter spell here. Oh, I milled the Grafdigger's cage. That's bad. Yeah. That's a problem. Yep. We could have used the Grafdigger's cage. I think since we need a very specific card, we're going to draw and then ponder. Maybe Leonardo's good enough? Maybe not. I think we shuffle. Nope. Alright, I think we're in trouble now. Maybe I should have just kept the Leonardo. Wow. That's pretty good against us. That does mean we get to trigger the oath, though. Interesting. Uh, okay, we got a Leo. That's good. We don't want them to trigger, so we'll just swing. They've got like swords or something they could trigger if we try and get cute here. No. That's annoying. Swing in the air. They want to swords it. don't think we can't. We don't want them to trigger Oath, I don't think. Pretty big, 8/8. Take 8 here. They gain life. It's fine. How big does it get? $12.7. Oh, we're at 10. They have trample? Doesn't have trample, right? Am I missing something? I can just chuck one of these under there, right? Wrath of God. Yep. Ooh, that's pretty good. So we'll put the cage in. And we'll play the Chariot. If they get rid of the cage, we're in trouble for sure. Crew our Chariot. Go for a swing. Make a token. Um, we've got lethal on board, so we really should hold this for a wrath. Even though I want to play it. Alright. All their extra mana, the mana leaks do not seem very good. I think actually just the removal spells are better, unfortunately. The cages are fine. The other stuff, that's pretty suspect. Let's try that. Maybe that's the wrong way of looking at this, but it's it's not like normal expensive vintage oath where you get in the tracks and you die. We can actually kind of fight these with removal spells. I don't think that's good enough. We can draw turn one Ponder, look for a Cage or Leo. I guess it's okay. It's not amazing. I think we want to use it, yes. Still got that Llanowar Elves. I will take the Cage. That way, if they play an Oath, we have some recourse. Play a Kiora. No, we don't want any of this. Yep. Yep. I think we're giving them too much time. Just sort of dirtled here. There we go. I think we just play this now. Just to use our mana. They got a ton of lands. Channel. Sure. Yep. Okay. They got 3 things. That's pretty bad for us. Yeah, channel's a bit of a problem. Does this have protection of some sort? Hexproof from each color. We're not dead. Um, they can survive if they've got what? Swords? If we swing with everything, then they need 2 swords. No, 1 sword still. We swing with everything, and they've got 1 swords on Leo. No, they die then. I think they need 2 swords. I want to play the Parhelion. So let's see if we get another Oh no. Crap. I was supposed to... Can I undo this? I messed up. I was supposed to do this. Oh, you got a blocker. Alright, well, that was disastrous. We could just lose now because of that. So we have to do 2 blocks. So I think we can't even play the Parhelion. This is a mess. So they're going to swing Annihilator trigger. We got to do this, I think. Alright, so sack 2. That was an embarrassing last turn, wasn't it? 1, 2. Yeah, we just sacked both. We block, and then we swing back and win them the next turn. That was close. Didn't play super great at the end there, because I want to do something cute, but forgot about the blocker. But we got there. So, not a bad showing. Alright, here we go. Oh, yeah, I think we can keep that. See what they're on here. Spire Bluff Bridge. Silver Bluff Bridge. Okay. Do we want to play... I think we want to get our threat down. And next turn we can hold up Mana Leak next turn. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Yeah. That card makes a lot of tokens. It's quite scary. Yeah. Well, our Da Vinci down. See what they do here. Ooh, that's a good one. Yep. Would have liked to... That's a problem. We don't have anything that flies, do we? Hmm. Can't deal with that. Yeah, we should have held open the mana leak. That's my fault. We have to draw exactly a Parhelion. Yeah. Oh no, this does flying. It does something there. But the lifeling's irritating. We just can't deal with the cranial plating. That lifelink really, really got us there. Yeah, we're just dead. I think we need to respect the cranial plating more. We don't really have a way of dealing with that, do we? I think we want the counters more. This can get blocked pretty easily. Try that. I probably, in the last game, should have just held up. Don't think that's good enough. Yep. Yep. I think we just want to shuffle this, right? Yeah, we want to shuffle that. can't stop that. It's got protection from all colors. Yep. Yeah, we can't deal with the affinity deck. We just don't have the tools really. We probably could put something like Energy Flux in our sideboard and have that be the solution, but we're an artifact-based deck ourselves, so I think this is just structurally an awful matchup, unfortunately. They've all got flying too, which is an issue. That's whenever this attacks. We just have to take it. We'll get a token. I think if we stack our triggers right, we can make another flyer, which is something. Which one do we stack first? Crap. Nope, stacked that wrong. Nope, don't want to do that actually. I messed that up. I messed up my triggers. That's unfortunate. I think we might as well just do this now. Maybe we draw a card first. We should have another one of these. I messed that up. Triggers. I wonder if it'll cost us the game. We're about to find out. So, block, block, block. I could have blocked that one. Oh, that's exactly 7. No, it's not, because he didn't attack. They're at 4. Which means not making the token is going to kill us. That's irritating, isn't it? They can block here, block here. I can only deal 3 damage. Yeah. My lack of proper token stacking is going to kill us. Even if I just made a token of the cat token, that would have been fine. We would have won. Oh well. I need to learn how to stack triggers. Oh no, I could have pumped it. I could have pumped it. I could have put this. I forgot that I can pump this. No, I just screwed up. So the I forgot about Leonardo da Vinci's secret ability here. So getting used to the deck. You can play 3 and 2 blue to pump the Thopter. So I would have just played the land or the Soul Ring. I could have pumped this and then swung for lethal. All right, well that's on me. Getting used to the deck. Just remember that you can do the pump there. Okay, I think that went pretty well. I was happy with those games. We did struggle against some of the go wide decks. I probably won't put it as the first video because it wasn't very smooth. But against the affinity deck, like we would have won match 2 if I would have played a bit slower and more careful. I would have won game 2 there. You can go look at it yourself. The first game we just got demolished. They were just very quick and went wide. Couldn't do anything. Game 2 we held our own, and I made a couple of punts toward the end there. I thought we were dead, and I just kind of played quickly, but we actually had 2 chances to win. I just didn't take them. But again, even if we did that, won that game, we go to game 3 and we're going to be unfavored. And then the Elves was another tough one. Just the go wide strategies are very tough. I don't think there is a sweeper in these colors. If there is a sweeper we could play, let me know, or some sort of we need some sort of effect in this deck to deal with the go wide strategies like affinity and elves, that kind of thing. Probably some of the energy decks would be in a similar boat, where there's just too much stuff and too much card advantage to deal with it. Yeah, if you got any ideas to deal with those kind of decks, let me know. But maybe that's just a weakness, and it is what it is. Maybe there's some other artifacts we could put into play with Da Vinci that could help there. Maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Throw a comment down below. It's all appreciated. And I'll see you next time.